get back to the Count of Minecraft Christo. Wow, would you look at that? We have similar names. I'm not going to go to your website, though. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope that you smile. And yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Anyways, we're going back to the Count of Minecraft Christo, y'all. It is time to make Pimpopolis better than it was. We have to check on Terrence and make sure our little buddies are okay. I can already hear an Enderman, and that frightens me. Hold on, I just realized I can't see my screen with where my laptop is. So what if we do something a little sexy like that? What if we do something a little... Oh, shit. What if we do something a little sexy like this? How do you feel about this? Does that... Uh-oh, that sucks. So maybe let's keep you here and move you like... Boom? How did I do this before? What am I, an idiot? This is my first time on Earth? Boom? But the light sucks. Hold on. We're nailing this. How about this? No, because the light sucks. What the hell is happening? We're going to go boom, as in shakalaka. I'm going to move you here. Is that okay? No, all of a sudden it gets like super white over there. Let me not look at an Enderman. Holy shit. All right. Can this go any higher? You can't go any higher. Can I put you back a little bit? Brother, I think we're in business. I think we're in biznatch. No, fuck. Now my head's cut off. All right, whatever. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. It's bright and beautiful. The sun is shining. The clouds are out. Everybody's happy. We're back in Pimpopolis. We have the goal today of getting diamonds and getting better materials because, golly, the materials we are using are not sufficient enough. They are not cutting it. We also got to take care of Terrence. Terrence, come here. Terrence 2. And then make a Terrence 5, please. Thank you, my little lovelies. I think we're going to straight up... Today's going to be a mining day. Let's get down to level... What was it, 11? That sounds right. And I think we may make it less sexy than it was before. Because earlier, or last time, I kind of wanted it to be just the way I like it. As in, there's like a bunch of room as you walk down the stairs. This time, I'm thinking that that is not going to be as important. I just want to get down to that level and actually start mining. I guess I shouldn't have put away all the cobblestone because I want to make a couple pickaxes. Let's make 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Just because we don't... Oops. Because we don't have the iron to actually do anything super sufficient and sexy. So let's just do this. And let's get a going. Do we need more torches? We always need more torches. God makes his strongest soldiers torches-less simply so that way they can improve themselves. Stick. Boom, boom. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. And then we go boom. I guess I could just click on torches. Boom. Oops. I used all of them. All right. Well, okay. No, I didn't use all of them. I used all the sticks. That's perfectly fine. Sticks are more than simply products that can always be thrown to the wayside. Dude, this computer is a monster. Because I'm recording and I'm streaming. It's only using 2% CPU. And on top of that... Oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. And on top of that... It's running at 60 FPS. My brother, I used to run this first on a Nintendo Switch, but then also I used to run it on a MacBook, man. And everything I ran on the MacBook was like, how you say not good. Bad even. Yeah, that's right, okay. Oh, I thought it was iron, but it's always copper. Always copper, never iron. I think our goals for today is I really want to get some diamonds. So that way we can have diamonds on our wrists and diamonds on our hilts and diamonds on our sides. If we could get an enchanting table, that would be sexy. And we're always shooting for the sexier the better. That's what it's always about. Simply because using these stone tools, we're not in the Stone Age. We need to graduate to higher level of understanding. And then we can enlighten the entirety of Pimpopolis. We'll use Terrence as, of course, Terrence the cow, the mayor of our town, to be able to take care of us and make sure that we're all doing okay, that we're all happy and healthy. Let's see. I think it's down to like level 11 or 12. At least it used to be. And I think we had this conversation last time. But would you believe me if I said that I had forgotten since then? I hope you would. A lot's changed since I last recorded. Because the last time I recorded, I was still a graduate student. I had written a thesis and life was still moving. But I still had not graded all my papers for my students yet. And now, brother, we're flying Hawaiian, dude. We are Dunyan rings, as we say. We are Audi. We are Audi 5000. And now I get to just live my life. I mean, I got to work and stuff, but bro, it feels like I retired. Picked up golf. Today I went to the pool. I read. Although this time I read for fun. I just got to sit and enjoy the books I was reading. Would you look at that as though God answers our prayers like a fax machine? We've got iron down to our right. I've been big chilling. I've been seeing family, seeing friends. What more could we ask for? The sun is shining. The clouds are out. Sometimes the clouds look like different things, and it's very difficult for me to discern whether or not I am looking at like a cat or an alligator with a lot of teeth. Every now and then I remember how big clouds are. I'll just be driving and I look over to my left. Okay, that makes sense. Look at us. We're still fitted. Look at that. We got pants. We got a hat. What more could we ask for? The sun is shining. Ooh, ready? Look at this. Strats. I knew Minecraft. Boom. But I forget just how big clouds are. And then every now and then I'll like catch a glimpse and like look over to my right. Or my left. But usually including an up direction. And as I'm doing so, holy brother. Like if you give yourself like a whole like aerial 360 view, you're looking at like miles and miles and miles of fluffy white clouds. My whole life, whenever I went on an airplane, which was not very often. In fact, I feel like for a majority of my formative years, I never really went on a plane. But I went on them when I was really little, and then I went on them, I guess, more now. Because my mom doesn't live in the U.S. anymore, so I have the opportunity to go visit her. And as I get to go visit her, of course, I take an aeroplane because it's faster than walking. So they tell me. Amelia Earhart really did a number on us. Amelia Earhart, the Wright brothers, Sully? Dude, we could make a whole like D&D campaign with the characters of famous pilots, man. Right off the bat, I was like, I don't know any famous pilots. That was like 4 back-to-back, man. We could do like an Avatar-style version. A master of all the elements. We have one trying to cross the Atlantic. More iron. We have one trying to land in the Hudson. And then we have ones who are creating. Aha! You thought you could get away from me? Impossible. I'm too quick. I'm too loud. What was I saying? Every time I would get on a plane, I would always get the window seat. But that was on purpose. Because I like the window seat. I like the way the window seat makes me feel. Makes me feel like I'm flying. I get to look out at the world. I get to see the clouds. I get to see the city. England is my city. Huh? Let's bring us back, you know? Not back to England, but back to whatever that group was called. Team 10. Huh? Some old school internet. I shouldn't call that old school. That's actually crazy. And that made me feel very uncomfortable even mentioning it. I'm going to double check where diamonds are. I'm going to hit it with a where are diamonds found? In kimberlite pipes and alluvial deposits across countries like Russia, Botswana, Canada, Angola, and South Africa. Let's add Minecraft to the end of that search. Why? What? Are you so serious? Diamonds are most commonly found at negative 52 to 61. What the fuck? I bet you I would put money in I would put my degree on it that we figured that out last time. All right, let's keep going. Have no fear, dude. The world is ours to explore. It's our oyster even. And we are the pearl. Let's light this up a little bit. But I would always want gold. Every single time I got on a plane, I always wanted the window seat because I wanted to experience. And I always enjoyed marveling at human endeavors. And one of those biggest endeavors being the fact that I'm in a damn plane. And I would hate when I would like open my window when I would look next to me. People would like glance over and be like, yeah, dude, we're in the sky. That should be oogling your noodle. Where did we come from? That should absolutely be oogling your noodle. This should not be yeah, we're just flying. No, it's marvelous, terrifying, and strange, man. As is everything else. We can't let it fall to the wayside and assume that all things are ordinary when they're not. Ordinary? Like that song from that guy? Huh? Alex Warren. The song that, in my opinion, is like as good as a plain-ass peanut butter and jelly gets. But I would look out to my left and my right, and I would like just oogle at this. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody calm down. That's what we have this for. Get bumped back. Do it again. Actually, I don't need it. The babies look different, man. They used to just look like a tiny version of the OGs. Not so. Not no more. Now they have like their own little anatomy. But now, because I've flown a few more times, I'm like, whenever I do get the window seat, all I can think is that I'm gonna pee 20 to 30 times. I'm gonna have to ask everybody to move their things. But that's just the way of the world, baby. People gotta pee. Sometimes you gotta establish dominance. And the moment everybody gets buckled in, the moment they're sat, the moment their movie starts, and they like lay a blanket and they put their headphones on and maybe put a mask on, you go, excuse me, I gotta get up and go pee. And then your goal should be to stay in the restroom just long enough. Let me eat while I do this. You should stay in the restroom just long enough for the person to believe that you're not going to ever come back. And then all of a sudden you come back right as they slide their mask down over their eyes to take a night of slumber. And you go, excuse me, I need to get back in my seat. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing. I don't even mean to do it. But you got to give them a nod too and be like, hey, keep your chin up. Because God knows that I am about to have to ask you to move again so I can pee once more. I'm not scared of many things. I don't know what word to put actually, or what word I want to use. I'm not terrified of many things. Like I'm not really scared of flying. But I get scared while I'm flying. Is that a distinction we can make? Is that a distinct, like, I'm never worried about flying, but I am also well aware that what is happening to my body, what my brain is experiencing, is a very odd and strange thing, and I don't want it to ever sound like it's not. Like every time we lift off and every time we land, I get a little sweaty, maybe say a couple Our Fathers, you know, because you never know. And the bumpity bump on the way up and down really freaks me out. Turbulence doesn't freak me out because I'm pretty sure, from what I've read, take my advice. I've never flown a plane and I have no idea, honestly, how they work, other than they go really fast and they have wings. They could be a dragon for all I know. You could tell me that it's powered by like an ancient dragon heart, which grants the metal the ability to actually have liftoff and have gusts beneath its wings so that way it may take us, its nutrients, to the next spot. And I would say, I believe you. When you're actually in turbulence and you're like really high up, you're not very likely to like, nothing will happen because you will just drop and then the plane will be able to like fix itself. But the landing and the taking off, that's where the damage can happen, baby. And unfortunately, I can't turn on the news without seeing some form of plane crash. And then I go, damn, that's scary. Anyways, I'm going to get on one, I guess. I'm cool with this existence maybe ending a little early because I got to go see my mama, you know. It's Christmas time. It's a risk we're willing to take. It's interesting that, like, pre 9/11, you can make plane jokes. Then 9/11 happened, and it's like, all right, we got to cool it with the plane jokes. It's like, you know what? That's fair. A tragedy has occurred. Let's slow our roll on the plane jokes. And then we were able to ramp it up again, and we were like, you know what? Plane jokes are funny. Fuck it. 9/11 jokes are funny. And then all the planes started crashing again, and now it's like, I don't know if I can make those jokes. I get all nervous. Like, if I'm in a group of people and we're talking about planes and I'm like, blah, 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 crashing, I feel it in my stomach where I'm like, oh, God, I hope there wasn't something on the news that I missed mere moments ago and turns out that something just crashed and was awful. If only there was a way to fix that. I digress. We're getting closer to... Oh, dude, I should have just left it open. I'm such a goof. Where? Yeah, autofill my Google search, baby. -50. God damn, Jesus. Jeez Louise, what are we doing here? It's like you want me to actually do labor. I'm not here to do labor. I'm here to... Fuck everybody. We don't have to listen to anyone. We're going to have ice on our wrist. Fuck ice, but unless it's on our wrist. That's the only place I want ice. My arms got to sparkle, baby. We got one. Now, don't do me dirty. Show me a second one, Bob. Bob Barker. Uh-huh. That's two. Give Daddy a third. We love gambling. God, we love gambling. Okay, well, that's two. How about a third? How do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? What if I mine right here? What if we mine right there, huh? All right, if I pick these up before we check out the rest of the vein, and it turns out that there are more than two, I'm gonna be pissed. Un. The. Fuck. Okay. We can't even pick it up. Granite. Goodbye. Gravel. Goodbye. Okay. It's been 17 minutes and we're already on to goal number 2. Well, I guess we're still on goal number 1 because we're just trying to get down to the diamond. Oops. Don't break that one. To the diamond level. But at least we got our first diamonds. We can see them, bro. As they say, I'm jerking off with diamonds on my wrist, screaming, hey, fuck ice. Am I right? I thought that was pretty good. I was proud of that. I was so proud of it. I wrote it down in a notebook, and when I was around my friends, I was like, hey, listen to this. And then I said it and got no reaction other than like a... I was like, that one's just for me, baby. That one's for the birds. That one's for the yearners, okay? I'm out here curious about the world. I can't help it. It's so wondrous. Speaking of curious about the world, it's been weeks since we brought the people from Artemis 2 back. And I am still, like, coming across stuff on my feed that's like, hey, do you want to see them talk? We're the best. We're the greatest. We are a diamond magnet, bro. Look at that. Oh, God, it looks good. Even when I was playing Minecraft on the Switch, which is the best way to play Minecraft. It's super slow and runs at like 20 FPS. It's great. I don't know the last time I've seen diamond where it was in like stone, you know? Diamond has been like banished to the realm of deep slate. I don't know if it's because they want us to work harder for it or if they like are trying to just goof us. I think that's it. All right, ready? Un, deux, trois, four, five. I would be lying if I said that I only know the un, deux, trois, quatre, not. I know the melody, but I don't know the actual numbers in French. I'm just a dork, and I enjoy throwing Hamilton on while I'm cleaning. That's what this is a new determination I've come to. Then we'll talk about Artemis 2. I swear to God. A new conclusion I've come to, because when Hamilton came out, I was in theater, and it came out, and everyone was like, dude, you got to listen to it. And I was like, yeah, awesome. Where can I watch it? No. You can't watch it. You can only listen to it. Brother, I'm an idiot. I've got dumb in my brain. I'm made of stupid. You think I have the ability to simply listen to this and all these voices that sound like a cacophony and be able to differentiate between them? I do want diorite, actually, because we can use that for something. This poppy seed can go. Let's get more cobbled deep slate. You think I have the brain function and firing power to be able to know who the hell is talking? No, dude. I tried listening to it, and in the first one, there were, of course, the ensemble and like the entire cast of voices. We got our poppy back. Have no fear. You know what? Let's leave this down here so that way when we come back, we can see a flower and it will remind us what it's like up top. I'm also going to do this a little bit. I lied. That took too long. But yeah, Hamilton came out and everyone was like, you got to listen to Hamilton. And I was like, brother, I'm not doing that. I'm so sorry. And then there were also like people in my friend group who were like, do you like rap? And I was like, sure. And they were like, check this out. And then they would like rap the, what's it called? The fucking 10 Dual Commandments or the cabinet battles. They would rap them to me. I see you. Is that? It is gold. They would rap it in my general direction. And I'd be like, please don't do that. Actually, I hate this. And you are actively turning me away from this thing that you love. So I didn't listen to it when it was like all the hype. And I waited and I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. My son is Korean, but he dances like MJ. Shout out Anderson .Paak. And one of the funniest freshman ciphers in the world. I waited and I was like, I'm not going to listen to this. I'm sorry. And then when it came out on Disney Plus, I was like, all right, I'm down. I'll play ball. Let's do it. Let me switch you to you. And then we'll go little hop. Boom. Oh, dude. That almost sent me. That would have been my 13th reason. I would have ended stream right there. I was really close. You didn't even see it. I started hovering over the end stream button. That pissed me off. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. That's the end of the stream. But yeah, then it came out on Disney Plus, and I was like, brother, I'm obsessed with this. In fact, I'm going to listen to Hamilton all the time. It's great. I'm having a great time. I am moved. I'm crying. I was like, Mom, you got to sit down. We're going to watch a musical. She's like, I don't know if I fuck with musicals like that. We watched it. We cried. We crowed, you know. And then since then, it became like, oh, well, you know, once a year, you got to sit down and watch Hamilton. You know, it's inspiring. It'll, where do we put our fun stuff? It is here. So let's go, boom. Boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, boom. Let's do that. We'll cook that stuff. We need to start actually having some form of coordination with our chests. All right, we got to go to Victoria's Secret and get fitted and have a coordination with our chests. You are like just stuff. You are blocks. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Block, 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 block. Except I want you, and we're going to make all of you that I can. Boom. Only 40. Let's grab another round. Boom. That being said, and what are you? You're tools. Okay. Maybe you're not. If you're gonna be blocks, you can be wood and stuff. Let me take like boop, 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 a couple of you just to keep. You know what? Those are wood tools. That works out. Look at that. So we need to make a diamond pick. What was I saying? What the fuck is that sound? Is that the thing with the horns? The thing that almost looks like a minotaur? I'm never gonna make this copper. Unless it's useful for something, and I don't know what that something would be. You come here. Look at that. New item. Take you. Yeah, let's make some of those. And then sticks. Boom. Look, we're doing it old school too. Now, we're only going to make one. Please don't be stupid. Thank you. Just get you out of there. Okay. Now we have a diamond pickaxe. We can get our obsidian, and I think we have enough. Oh, we don't have sugarcane to make prepare. All right, whatever. Let's get down to the level we need to get to, which I have pulled up right here because I'm an idiot. -50 to -64. Long story short, loved Hamilton. Now I can really only put it on if I am going to be cleaning the house. In fact, it's my favorite thing to put on if I'm cleaning the house. But if I'm not cleaning the house, idiot. I was re-listening to it. I know that it's corny. I get that that's the whole jam. And in fact, I love corn. I'm a corny fella, all right? I'm a huge fan of that stuff. Like, for example, there is nothing on this planet that I love more than theme park theater. Like, if I am at a theme park and they're like, hey, you got to come by, we're going to do an ice skating show. I will cry. I will watch it, and I will full on straight up cry. I don't know what it is. It's something about watching people. Oh, that's way nicer. I like that. Do you like that? What kind of guy are you, huh? Okay. I love theme park theater. It makes my soul happy. We can make some. We can get fitted with some boots. What do we need? We do need boots. We need boots and pants. So let's do that. And let's do that. And then I don't have a trash can yet, but you're gone. Later, skater. Look at that. Strong as hell. We have the J's, we have Gucci pants, and we have a Gucci shirt. I ran out borderline immediately of name brand clothing that I know. I love corny stuff, dude. Give me some theme park theater, some people dressed up and telling a story that honestly doesn't make sense. Give me that. Give me all of it. I will eat it up, inject it into my veins, dude. That being said, Hamilton is corny, and I love that it's corny. But you can really only handle the corn so much. And if you've already seen the corn, by the time you've actually digested it, you're seeing corn again. You know, it's going to come back. So when I can't believe I placed torches all on that side. Fuck it. It doesn't have to be clean. Now, am I going to hit my head if I do this? I am. So we're going to break some of these. So I went to rewatch it, and I was cleaning. And while I was cleaning, I was singing along, having a good time. And then the cabinet battles came on. And I was like, oh boy, I fucking hate this. It sounds so bad, and it's not good. And it's just like, it's just corny, man. And I was like, it's still good. It's still good. It's still good. And then the same thing happened when it got to the 10 dual commandments. I was like, dude, what are we doing here? But still, well, the moment I was done cleaning, I had like 30 minutes left in the musical. I sat myself down and I listened. I sat and I listened. Because I was sitting and listening. Am I actually like losing frames, or is that just because my laptop is slow? Let me move around. Give me some movement. Nah, fuck it, we're fine. At least the recording will look good too. Sat down for the last 30 minutes and I was like, we're gonna shut up and we're gonna listen, because this is where it gets. This is the peak. This is where it gets good. And lo and behold, I sat there and I was sobbing. Just finished cleaning, wiping my tears with Clorox wipes. It was beautiful. I think corny gets a bad rap. And I think sometimes Lin-Manuel Miranda rapping is corny. Hold on. I gotta move this. There we go. But hey, bro, the Pico de Gallo, man. Corny is awesome. Sometimes we love it. We love our corny stuff. I went with my little cousin, took her to the fair. And while we're at the fair, they had an ice skating thing. And I was like, it's hot outside. We're going to go watch the ice skating. She was like, I don't really care about the ice skating. And I was like, that's funny. I didn't ask you if you cared about the ice skating. I want to go see the ice skating. I could not relay to you what the story was whatsoever that was happening in this ice skating musical. But by the end of it, I was full on, like, I was crying, dude. I wasn't sobbing. But I was definitely, there were tears straight up rolling down my cheek. Not even like eyes watery. I don't know what it is, bro. Something about like, okay, wait. We don't put those on that side anymore. Unfortunately, we did it for like the last 80 coordinates. Even though it was corny, even though it was stupid, something about watching these people ice skate and give you the like faces like while they're doing it, I'm crying, dude. I'm weeping. Jesus wept, I can weep too, man. And they also played that song. This, to be fair, this is what got me, because the final song that they did, because it was obviously like jukebox. It wasn't. They weren't coming up with their own music for this little. They weren't putting was no Soundheim. You know what I mean? Sondheim. Whatever. They were playing that song that Aurora sings in One Piece, which I've never seen One Piece, and I have also never seen the live action One Piece. I think I watched like the first episode and was like, I'm sure this is great. And that was the end of it. But Aurora, my ride or die, dude. I think she's one of the best artists. I was going to say of our generation. I think she's timeless, and I think she's one of the greatest artists to ever grace this earth. And it's that song where it's like the pirate song, but they're also going to like, you know, they get through because of fucking friendship, man. Whoops, that scared the hell out of me. And it got to me, dude. I was sitting there crying, and my little cousin was like, why are you crying? It's like, because it's beautiful, man. Live art is beautiful. I can't turn that button off, man. That switch don't flick, man. It's deep in my soul. Or I always watch the oh man, I don't even remember what Olympics it was from, but it was that co-ed, I don't know what you call it, pair ice skating. And they did it to Moulin Rouge, the Roxanne song, and why does my heart cry? And they did so fucking good, bro. Every now and then I'll catch myself. I'm like, what time is it? You know what time it is? Stairs. And look, light source. I will watch that ice skating routine and just cry. Oh, wait, we're on -50. Idiot. Between -50 and -64. Can you give me an exact number? The optimal height for strip mining is -58. Oh, bro, we are goated. We're the best to ever do it. So, now we can make ourselves a little town. Hello? My grandma texted me. Blah, 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 blah. Hold on, this is important. Okay, yeah, it's about celebrating stuff. Absolutely, I will be there. Of course, Grandma. You think I cry to ice skating, and you think I'm not gonna also come celebrate a birthday, dude? You're out of your mind. Hold on, I just clicked something. I want to see if it still sounds good. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Wait for it. I just clicked something. Of course, it sounds good because I know what I'm doing, dude. Because I'm Timothy Chalamet. All right, we're at -58, which means we got to be really careful because this is all gravel, huh? So what if I do this? How do you feel? Okay, that's scary and sucks. Boom. Oh. Okay. Which I guess, idiot. I guess also kind of brings me to the previous point that we never really got to sit in and stew on, which is the nice. The Artemis 2 launch. I got to see it, man. I was outside and I looked up and I could see some of it. I guess that kind of gives away where I'm from. I guess I'm not from Alaska, you know what I mean? Could you see it in Alaska? Maybe I just should have shut the hell up. I got to see like the tiniest little itty bitty bit of it, and I could only see it for a second. I saw it, speaking of clouds, I saw it like in between two clouds. It just went like, and then it escaped to the other cloud. Tears, bro. It's just, it's so good, man. I love humans. Call me a fan, dude. Call me a fake fan even. I don't care, man. I'm in the human fandom, dude. I was gonna try to get our conversation back on track, but I couldn't tell you what we were talking about. Ice skating's beautiful. Oh, I was at the gym, and they have a TV. They have like a whole area where you can. This music's too loud. Now it's quiet as hell. Boop. Boop. They have a whole section where like you can go do like stationary bikes, and it's like a little movie theater. And they also play the movies out where the rest of the regular people are. And I look over and they're playing. Nice. No lava. No whammies. Boop. Well, I guess there's gonna be lava here, huh? And we gotta break that. All right, ready? Because we're the greatest, we can go like this and then scroll. Oops. Okay. Nice. But they have a section where they're playing movies, and for some reason they've been on a Blades of Glory kick where every single time I'm in there, they happen to be playing Blades of Glory, and I could see it in the corner of my eye, and from the corner of my eye, they're dancing. Then we go bang, 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 bang. Okay. Nice. Look at that. Smarts, dude. Give me a physics degree, man. Okay. This is going to be 2 wide eventually. So let's go 2 out on each side, which means 1 more over here. No lava. No whammies. Yeah, I was looking over. They're playing Blades of Glory. I've never seen it, but it was the ending scene. And it was choking me up a little bit. Maybe I just need to get really into ice skating, man. Not doing it myself, but like watching people do it. I guess I already kind of do, but not as much as I could, I suppose. There's always room for more ice skating. All right, I hear a noise, and that noise scares me, and I don't like it, and it has made me fearful. Bang, 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 bang. I like the sound of the cobbled deep slate. Oops. Okay, we're going to go over here. Bang, 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 bang. If I just spam it, we'll be fine. No one will die. And that's kind of the whole key, isn't it? Is to live. More? Okay. No, my cobbled deep slate. I hate how slow it moves. I guess I shouldn't be mad at a butterfly for flying or mad at a dog for barking, but it moves very slow and it freaks me out. Good thing I have my axe down here, right? You know, you may need it, you may never know. Okay, we're at a 2x2. We've already completed some of our goals for this episode, dude. We're a fast worker, dude. It's greatest to ever do it, you could even say. Boom, boom. Get some of this out of the way. All right, that was the only one. Then we're not going to get any more out of the way. We need... Okay, that's not that much of stuff than I thought. But let's get a crafting table down here. Excuse me? Okay, there. Put it right. Yeah. And then... Oh, I missed it. Damn it. Bang. Yeah, dude. That's some old school strats. I missed it. Nice. Lava? No. Okay. Let's put a nothing else, actually, because we don't have any more wood like I kind of thought we did. Let's make our way back up, dude. It's about grinding. It's about grind. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. What is that from? And why do I know it? Why is it ingrained in my soul? Why does it speak to me on such a level? Is that The Rock? It is The Rock. And he's singing with Tech Nine? That's crazy that I pulled that information out. I didn't even know it was in my body, much less my mind, much less my soul. Maybe it was in my unconscious. It totally surpassed my id and super ego. I mean, it totally surpassed my ego and super ego. That was in the id, bro. That was deep down. We stay hungry, we devour, blah, 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 blah. I know that everyone's on this train, so I'm sorry for being late. Yo, I can't stand The Rock at all. And, dude, I'm so scared. This is going to get me murdered, bro. I'm going to have to start locking my door at night. I am getting really close to getting Jack Black fatigue. I know that's fucked up. I didn't like thinking it. I didn't like saying it. We probably, now that I think about it, let's grab some obsidian. How do you feel about mining up here? Yeah, is that okay? Are you going to hurt me? I want to get above this lava pool and get some obsidian since we have the diamond pickaxe. I am getting very close to having Jack Black fatigue. I'm a Tenacious D diehard, man. I love this guy. Kung Fu Panda, Tenacious D, other things. He's in Anchorman 2 for a little bit, isn't he? I feel like that's true. I feel like it'd be crazy if he wasn't. Bang. Yas! Queen slay, dude. Did you take out any of my torches? Of course not, because I didn't put them on the floor like a dingus. What is this? There's some baddies over here. Ew, what is this? Why did I pick it up? What are you? Okay, why did that give me so much? What is that? This is the horn guy, right? I'm not ready to fight you, my friend. You stay over there. Why did I just get... I didn't pick anything up, but I think I got experience. I did. Okay, stop that. Stop that. How do you feel about a stone sword, idiot? I'm like on the precipice of getting Jack Black fatigue, and it's just because he's in everything, man. The best part about Jack Black was you would all of a sudden be watching a film. I sound like an asshole. You would all of a sudden just be watching a movie and go, Is that my boy? It's Jack is Blackest, bro. He's in this. Oh my god, yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. But now, that can go. Am I that colorblind? Where's my diamond pickaxe? It's right there. Right? Whoa, am I stupid? Okay, I want to make note that I am colorblind. So the diamond color, like, of the axes looks exactly like the iron one, which looks exactly like the stone one. And if you make fun of me for it, it's a hate crime. So there you go. Yes, bro. Now we just need sugar cane and we can get our jam, bro. Maybe we'll build a mob spawner next episode. How many do we need? Let's just get all of it. Whoa, I was gonna burp and nothing came up. There it is. Okay. I'm a Tenacious D fan until the day I die. In fact, that's like my primary favorite thing to sing in the shower is some T-Knock. All right. Can't you see he's the man? Let me hear you applaud. Can't you see he's the man? He's a shiny golden god. But I think it's like between the Mario movie, although he did fucking great in that. I should shut the fuck up, bro. He's just too everywhere, man. This doesn't... I feel like I'm speaking sacrilege. I'm speaking the tongues of ancients that's not supposed to ever leave our mouth. It's not supposed to ever escape the trappings of our lips. But I'm saying it, and I'm saying it loud and proud. If he is in 8 more movies within this next year, dude, I'm going to have Jack Black fatigue. Never as bad as a Chris Pratt or a Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Not that I really watch his movies all that much. Do you guys remember the Journey to the Center of the Earth movie, where he's like flexing his pecs, and then after flexing his pecs, someone throws a blueberry or whatever, and it bounces off his pecs? That was fucking sick. God, I love that. That was the last time I remember seeing Dwayne The Rock Johnson and going, oh, that's my boy. I remember I saw No Pain, No Gain. Can't tell you what that movie's about, but I do know one thing. Mark Wahlberg is also in it. Look at that, huh? All right, how many do we have? Unimportant. We're going to get all of it. Artemis 2 makes me cry. Let's get back on that train, huh? Every time I see a okay, I think that is that thing. The Minotaur. Oh, I don't like the noises that are coming from this area. Maybe it's Herobrine. Huh? Look at that. Minecraft knowledge. Artemis 2 launch makes me cry. I got to see like the tail end of it, or like a little bitty bit of it, and it fucking made me tear up. And then after that, okay, I knew it. I think that was the last of it. Not The Last of Us. You and Me Will Last Forever, even though I'm not Pedro Pascal. Nailed. Perfect. Then we'll throw a little guy there. Let's get our stairs out, huh? And honestly, let's make some more stairs. And I always see little edits of the astronauts, dude. Call me a weenie, bro. I'm crying. I'm literally crying. I'm crowed. Now I'm pissed. No, baby. I am not the one. Now I'm pissed. Get him banned. Get him out of here. I've been watching those clips of people doing the what's it called at the gyms? Soul Cycle classes that they record, and people jumping in with like Bart Simpson names like huge ass. But my favorite one is the guy's like, Eileen Ulick, happy birthday, bro. That's so genius. Or so Fonda Cox. Oh my gosh. It just proves how much funny is in the world. And I am sitting here and I wish I could be more of that funny. I hope in some way I am participating in the egregore that is comedy. The egregore that is funny names like Eileen Ulick. Genius, dude. Maybe one day I can aspire to be as funny as the people who put funny names on the Soul Cycle. On the Cycle of Souls. Samsara? Baby, we're in the Soul Cycle. You think you could just go to a gym and get out of that? Nah. Talk to the right Bodhisattva. He'll let you know. No shot, brother. Okay, now we're going to get to the point where I was being a dingus and I was putting him on the wrong side. But being a dingus is not my middle name, but it is definitely my first. Okay, let's get back to base 6. I look over here like there's a camera, but there's not. I'm like gymming the nothing. I'm not gymming the camera. Let's get back to the basics. That way we can hit pause and start recording the next episode as well. Because I'm running a fucking monster right now, and turns out I can do that. Who'd have ever thunk? Throw back to the old days when, I mean, I guess still no one is watching and no one was watching. But I used to run this boy on a fucking MacBook. And it would run at like 30 FPS and it couldn't handle anything. And I felt so bad. It was like trying to make like, not even old dog learn new tricks. It was like making a dead dog learn new tricks. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Sebatone. Good night.